First, let's mark out the position of this stainless steel oval. After that, we'll define the two endpoints on both sides, the height, top, and bottom. After that, let's draw out its center line. After that, the width on both sides. The width of this arc cover. Set it properly. After that, the position of this handle. Let's find the position of the light-dark dividing line. Now for the arc cover section, let's work on its wrapping relationship, create the raised and recessed areas. You see this part has a small undulation. It slopes downward a bit. At this point, we need to make this shape more precise, make the edges clearer and more defined, avoid having any straight lines, draw the small round points more directly, because with stainless steel, these small areas we're drawing now the small lid, knob, handle, and small ridges. The shapes of these elements are relatively difficult to draw. So when we encounter this type of form, we must draw it clean, accurate, and clear. Volume relates to the physical form. Texture shows it's metal, stainless steel. Like metal, stainless steel, what is its texture? Its reflections and highlights. The glossy surface features what shows the physical form, the shapes of the volumes. We need to distinguish these two aspects, keep them separate. Now let's do the first part. Mark the position of the highlight line. First, find the position of the highlight line where it runs horizontally, where it runs vertically. Thank you, Tinkerbell. Thank you, thank you. The highlight position is very strong, isn't it? Good. Now for the art cover section, find its volume relationship, add color, emphasize the block feeling, make it stronger, lock in the shape, use form to guide the outline, follow the line direction and shape just like the teacher showed. Look, now we have 1234, 4 sides, right? Let's give these 4 sides some color to make them stand out. Then afterward, let's make this shape stronger with more defined edges. The position of these edges make them stronger. See how much effort we're putting into this now? Don't make the highlight color too strong, this point here. Emphasize it. This type of highlight shape, good. Now let's make the middle color a bit grayer, just a touch grayer. See, now the whole thing has heavy gray and light gray. The relationship between all 4 sides is now visible. Now, let's bring out the dark part of this tiger mouth area. This position should be a bit heavier too. When I lift the pen, it gets heavier. Lifting makes it heavy. Just flat color, paint all the way to the top. Paint all the way to this position. After that, we'll work on its depth and edges. Heavy at both ends, lighter in middle. So the middle doesn't need multiple layers done. This area here has some glossy shaping. Let's bring out that glossy texture. After that, this position, look at its shape. Their shapes with each turn have a color relationship. See, this side has one color and this side will have another color. Don't make all colors too similar. Done. Turn it again and there's another color. We're always working around this relationship between shape and changing colors. See, I'm not stopping because the colors aren't distinct enough. Now I stop because look, 1, 2, 3, 3 colors on the fast side. The 3 contrast relationships are visible. Then we turn down again. The lines are long and dense. Slow down a bit. Slow down. Look at how the shadows are arranged together. For example, you see this area has a highlight position. We can emphasize the area around this highlight, giving it a bit more weight, make this highlight stand out more. But this highlight is within the shadow area, so don't make it too heavy or too bright. This side here, let's make it a bit more gray, a bit more gray. After that, strengthen this area with color details and specific carving. Shape these forms and adjust the reflections to make them pop out. You see this position will have a certain glossy appearance. After that, look at these small details in the art cover. Look at the direction of the lines the teacher is drawing. What direction are they going? Like in this position, let's define the small curve on the art cover and bring out the base shape. The whole arc should show heavy gray tones. Remember, these heavy bright relationships shouldn't be flat. What's flat? When all colors are the same. After the projection, bring out color variation and volume without making it too heavy. Look at the transitions. This is the first plane, this is the second plane, this is the third plane, and this is the fourth plane. Heavy gray to light. Establish the 4 plane relationships. This way, our overall form will look strong. Now let's start blending using the small eraser. Then create some form in the gray areas at the distant edges. Afterward, use your hand to gently soften it a bit. Because where is the entire light source coming from? It's coming from this side. So this gray and that gray, this side is bright, that side is heavy. You must distinguish these differences, define the edges, add form, gradually strengthen these color relationships. After emphasizing the shape of this piece, what do we need to focus on to bring out the line quality? It needs to be clean and direct, not messy. That's why I'm drawing these lines a bit slower. After that, you see where it needs blending? Use your hands to gently rub those areas. Then for this area with the shadow, let's press it down slightly, just a little pressure. Just bring out a bit of transition, that's enough. We don't need to draw too much detail. Let's pull this color outward a bit. After that, let's follow the shape of the handle. Bring out a bit of the form relationship in this area. Extend the form outward slightly. This covers this position here. Alright, in this lesson we're discussing stainless steel, this metal object made of stainless steel. We can finish here and end the lesson now. It's actually quite simple. As long as you master the correct technique, know where to draw and where not to, how to create volume and how to create texture, this really isn't difficult at all. I can add some fine lines in the highlight area just to define it a bit. Going deeper into the highlight areas,